guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. I'm the owner of BeCozi company and I'm also the creator of hand knitting style back in 2015. So I created this YouTube channel in 2016 to teach people hand knitting. And I'm making these videos to teach you how to knit and to promote our yarn, BeCozi Chunky and Jumbo Chenille and other yarns. So today I am using beautiful colors of American flag because July 4th is coming soon. And the colors will be cranberry red, white, royal blue, and our beautiful exclusive American Pride color that is available in our store. I created this color a few years ago. And I will be using twisting stitch. It's also called a herringbone stitch. And after I'm done with the blanket, I will put the beautiful border around the whole blanket with our American Pride color. So go to BeCozi.net or BeCozi.com, get this yarn. It's the best quality yarn on the market. And let's make this beautiful July 4th blanket. Okay, guys, let's get started. So this is the colors we will be using. This is our beautiful royal blue. This is our cranberry red, white, and American Pride colors. So what we are doing now, we are starting with our cranberry red. Okay, so find the end, then place the yarn in front of you. And this is the end, working yarn. Place working yarn on the top, make a loop, and insert your hand inside this loop. Grab working yarn, pull the stitch up and 2 strings down, and try not to make it too tight here. We will make it tighter later. So what do we do now? We're now casting on 25 stitches, guys. So the first stitch should be about 1 inch, a little bit over than 1 inch. If you want to measure it with your fingers, 3 fingers, like that. Okay, so now insert your fingers inside the stitch, grab working yarn, pull it out. You just made second stitch, so you can see they are the same size. Press the bottom of the stitch, insert your fingers, grab working yarn and pull it out. The reason I'm pressing it, because this way the stitch will be of the same size you made it. If you don't press it, I will show you. So if you hold it here, then you're trying to grab the yarn and stitch is becoming much longer or bigger than it should be. So for the size 40 inches wide, you need to start with 25 stitches. That's what we're doing. If you're making a small lap throw 30 by 50, you are starting with 20 stitches. Remember, 30 inches wide 20, 40 inches wide 25. Let's count our stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So we have 25 stitches. What are we doing now? Now, this chain is in front of you. We're turning it on another side. And the reason is because this is the only way you will have a beautiful chain on the bottom. You can start knitting from this direction too, but it will be a different bottom of the blanket. So to make a beautiful corner here, we are inserting our finger in this first stitch. We're grabbing working yarn and pulling it out. So this way, you just made a beautiful corner of the blanket. So what are we doing now? We are using the middle stitch of every stitch, middle part of the stitch. So this is top, this is bottom, this is the middle. Lift the middle here, actually here. This is the first stitch here. Top, bottom, and middle part. So you're inserting your fingers, grabbing working yarn, and pulling it out. So you not just made second stitch, try to make them the same height, and then do the same. We are simply pulling out our first row, guys. We're not doing anything different. Okay, so here we are. Simple pulling out. So when I'm done with this row, I will be back and show you how to do the pattern. Okay, guys, so we pulled out our first row. This is our last stitch, so I want to show it to you. So I'm making it the same way, simple knitting stitch. And see this first stitch, we kept it loose. So that's when we are tightening it up. So now we have it nice here on the corner, and now we are starting our pattern. So the pattern will be simple twisting stitch. So people are calling it also herringbone. So we will be making first stitch knitted, because that will give us beautiful border. And starting second stitch, we will be twisting the stitch. So this is the stitch. So simply twist it to the right and then make a stitch like that. And then the same, take a stitch, twist it to the right, grab working yarn and pull in through the stitch. Simple twisting stitch, herringbone stitch when it's finished, and that's what we will be doing. So I will show you this row, and I will show you the end of the row and the beginning, and then we will just keep knitting this way until we use all of our cranberry red color. Beautiful color, by the way. Beautiful for July 4th. Beautiful for upcoming fall blankets too. So you are making twisted stitch, as I said, the whole row instead of first, except the first and last stitch. So here we are. We are knitting this first stitch. So it's sitting here, knitted. Don't twist it, because that will give us a border on the blanket. So now when we're starting it, we pulled it a little bit higher, and we are skipping it. We're just putting it here, and we're going to the next stitch here. Next stitch, we're making twisted stitch. Only this time, because we're knitting this direction, we're twisting it to the left, like that. So take a stitch, twist, grab working yarn, pull it out. That's the whole pattern. That's what I will be doing. When I'm done with all cranberry color, I will be back. Okay, guys, so we are done with our cranberry. We actually have pretty long tail, but it's not enough. It should be at least 2 widths. So when I started, I told you that for the width of 40, you need to start with 25 stitches, and I did. But then I actually, in the last moment, I changed the pattern, what I was going to show you. I was going to show you a simple pattern, and then I thought it would look better in a twisted stitch. Twisted stitch is eating yarn and dimensions. So this blanket is 25 stitches, but it's only 33 inches, okay? Here, 33 inches. That's, I will put a link underneath or information under the video, how many stitches on the for the width of 40, because this one is 25 stitches and it's only 33. So now we're keeping doing this pattern because it looks good. And now we are connecting our white yarn. Let me show how I do it. And as I said, there is a pretty long tail, but it's not enough. So I am cutting the yarn. I'm cutting it about 1 finger behind, see, 1 finger behind this stitch, like that. So we will keep this yarn in case if we need it later. Now I'm taking my lighter and I am burning the yarn that I am adding. I'm never burning both ends, only one, and then you are attaching one end to another, holding it together, and then in a few seconds start rubbing it together, and this way it will connect really nicely. Here we are. So if you pull, it's staying there, and you see the yarn white yarn is behind, you don't see it here. And now we are making our first stitch. We are knitting first stitch when we added new color. We were skipping it, but when you're adding it, you need it here because it will be a nice line of white. Now we are continuing our pattern, which is twisted stitch from the left to the right. We're twisting to the right. So the same what we're doing before. And as I said, you're knitting first stitch when you're adding the yarn, the new color. When we are knitting next row, we will be skipping the first stitch, the same we were doing for the cranberry red color. So this is what I will be doing. I will be knitting white color, twisting stitch to the right when I'm knitting to the right, and to the left when I'm knitting to the left. When I'm done with all white, I will be back. Okay guys, we're done with cranberry red and white. The same with white, we have a little piece left. We will be cutting it about 1 finger on the back of white. And now we will connect our royal blue. The same way, burning the end of the yarn that I'm attaching, and then attaching the end, hold together, push together, and then rub. After a few minutes, rub it together. So we attached our royal blue. We are knitting our first stitch to make a beautiful transition, and then we are knitting, twisting the stitch to the left. And that's what I will be doing all the way. Only starting, remember, starting next row, I will be skipping first stitch, the same as I showed you at the beginning, because I am still trying to make this beautiful chain on the side. See, it's beautiful chain. And although I will be adding a border, we will still try to make this beautiful end of both sides of the blanket. So when I'm done with the blue, I'll be back. Okay, guys, look at this beautiful almost half of the blanket, red, white, and blue. And now we are adding our amazing color, American Pride. This color was custom made by me and a few years ago. It's available only at BeCozi.net. So if you want to use this color on your blanket, you will need to go to BeCozi.net to purchase it. So here we are. And by the way, all variegated colors a little bit lighter than solid colors. So you can see it here, right? It's the same royal blue, but when it's manufactured with other colors, it becomes a little bit lighter. It will still look good on this blanket, but as you need to know that all variegated colors, no matter where you're buying them, they have a little bit a lighter hue. So here we are, 1 finger cutting our yarn and taking our lighter. This is kind of twisted, so I will cut it to have it straight. Now burn, and when it's burning, attach to the other end, and then push it toward each other, hold for a few seconds, and then rub it together to connect. So what we will be doing now, guys, we will be knitting our beautiful American Pride color. We are knitting first stitch, although it's blue, we could probably skip it. And then we're doing a simple knitting stitch, simple twisted stitch, herringbone stitch. And this way we are adding our beautiful American Pride color. After I'm done with this skein of American Pride, I will go back in the same order. So it will be American Pride, and then the next skein will be royal blue, then it will be white, and I will finish with beautiful cranberry red. And this way we have beautiful symmetrical blanket. So when I'm done with all those skeins, I will come back and I will show you how to finish the blanket. Okay, guys, I am done. I used all the colors that we planned to. And now it's time to cast off. For casting off, I'm always making first stitch to make a beautiful angle of the blanket. And now I will be taking one stitch and another and two stitches together, and I will pull yarn through. So I'm knitting two stitches together at a time, like that. See this beautiful angle that we have? And that's how I will cast off and finish this blanket. Make sure to knit every stitch, check from time to time that you didn't miss any, because if you miss one, then you will need to unwind and finish in it up. So when I'm done casting off, I'll be back. Okay, guys, we're done casting off. See this beautiful chain? And now we have only two stitches left. So we will knit these two stitches together, and now we have one stitch left. Tail goes inside, pull, and this is how you finished your blanket. Now I will put the yarn underneath this chain, like that. Now we'll go on the back, tuck it in. And to secure it, I will burn the end and attach it to the stitch on the back. So what we'll do now, guys, before we are done, I will add a beautiful border with this American Pride color. I will start on the corner and I will show you how I will do it. So here's the corner. Insert your finger underneath the chain, grab working yarn, pull it out. And then make another stitch like that, and then this stitch goes inside this stitch, and then keep doing this way until you are done with the whole top part of the blanket. I like to make border in a knitting stitch. A lot of people like to do it with the crocheting, and it looks good too, but I really like to see the chain on sides of the blanket. That's why we're making this way. So I'm trying to go to the corner really quick to show you how to do the corner, and then I will just proceed making the border around the whole blanket. And then I will be back to show you how to finish the border when you go around the whole blanket. For now, you're just going underneath the chain. And as you notice, I'm going under the chain, not under this stitch, because then there will be this line hanging over here. It will not look good. This way, that's how it looks. This is the back. It just all purled stitches on the back. That's how it looks like. So here we are. We're almost to the corner. During this transition from one side to another, you're just making one extra stitch. Here we are. So let's see. This is our last stitch. So what we will do here, we will make one extra stitch in this stitch on the side, like this, and then we will turn, and then we will start making stitches on the side of the blanket. Try to make stitches of the same size, guys. This way they will look beautiful on the chain. See, like that. So we'll continue, and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, we're ready with the border. Look at this beautiful border. And we reached where area where we started. So see, we have like a gap here. So what we'll do, we will make one more stitch here to connect it nicely, like that. And now I will take my scissors. I will cut the yarn. The tail will go inside, but first we will go inside this last stitch, and then we will take our yarn through that stitch and through this stitch, like that. Then pull yarn tight and go inside this stitch like that. So we just finished this beautiful border. Now we go on the back and we will make a knot with these two strings that are sitting here. Then cut the tails, and we'll have this little knot here. I will burn the ends of the yarn to prevent unraveling, and you can actually tuck it in like that. See? So here we are. The blanket is finished. Gorgeous blanket in American flag colors. You can buy these colors on our website BeCozi.net or BeCozi.com. Please share. If you share on social media this pattern, please tag BeCozi. Stay warm and be cozy. Hey guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. I would like to introduce you my second book. The second book, Hand Knitting 102, it was published on November 25, 2025, and it's available to purchase on our website BeCozi.net, BeCozi.com. It's also available on Amazon. It's also available on Amazon as a downloadable version if you want, a Kindle, and if you want the real book, it's available again on our website and on Amazon. In this book, I am showing new patterns and a few old one patterns. It's as usual, it's very detailed, it's very easy to understand what I'm doing. Very unique patterns where you can, those that you cannot find anywhere else. And again, this book is available. Go get it. And this is the best gift for yourself or your loved one.